All right, so we have our Arduino, and we have our stepper motor, and then we have the stepper motor board. This is what helps control the Arduino or the stepper motor. So the stepper motor just plugs directly into the stepper motor board, just like that. And then we're gonna need 6 male to female wires. So the first 4 you're gonna plug into 1, in 1, in 2, in 3, and in 4. And then you plug those into correspondingly 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So in 1 goes to 8, in 2 goes to 9, in 3 goes to pin 10, and in 4 goes to pin 11. And then we also have to power this thing. So the minus symbol on the left goes to ground, and then the positive one on the right goes to the 5V port on the Arduino. And now we're ready to write some code. All right, so you're gonna want to download the stepper Arduino library. So if you have the newer version, you can search it here, just stepper. If you have the newer version of the Arduino IDE, or you can go to Tools, Manage Libraries. Should be another screen that pops up, and you just search stepper. It should be the top one. So I'm gonna link you guys, or I'll post this code below so that you can open it up. This isn't one of the examples. This is an example I found online, but it's pretty simple, and we're just gonna go through it. I'm gonna explain it, and then we're gonna upload the code, and we'll get the stepper motor working. So the first line just says include the stepper motor library. So we're just including all the functions that have already been written for the stepper motor. And then here, this is a little bit of what I was talking about before. So the motor has a certain amount of steps that it takes to complete one revolution, and that's why it is super accurate and can move in like very precise movements, because it can stop on the dime at like 2038 steps, you know? So it's really precise. It can stop at any one of those along its like 360-degree path. So this is just like a given. This is defined for the type of motor we're using. So this motor has 2038 steps. And then this is a function that is predefined by the stepper library. So we're calling stepper, and then we're naming the function myStepper, and we're basically just plugging in a few arguments here. So this is a function, and then we're just plugging in a few variables. So the first one is steps per revolution, which we've already defined up here. We need to tell the function how many steps are in the specific stepper motor. And then the rest of these are just the pins that we're going to be talking to on the stepper board. So we plugged into 8, 9, 10, and 11. I'm not sure why these are backwards. This is probably just like the direction that it spins, so they're reversible. And then you end the argument with the semicolon, parentheses, semicolon. So this is just calling one function that's already been written, and we're sort of just telling it how we've plugged in the stepper motor to our Arduino and what specific type of motor we're using and how many steps belong to that stepper motor. So there's nothing in the void setup, and then it's pretty simple. So this top part, the function myStepper.setSpeed sets the speed of the motor. So I think this motor caps out at 10 RPM. is the highest you can go. And then we're basically just telling it like how many steps to move in each direction. So in this specific example, we're moving 500 steps. So I guess that's like a quarter of the way that it can turn if there's 2,038 steps. So we're setting the speed, telling it how fast it can go. We're moving 500 steps in one direction, and then we're waiting 1 second. And then after that, we're setting the same speed. You probably don't need this since the speed is staying the same. And then we're moving in the opposite direction. The minus is telling us which direction to move in. We're moving in the opposite direction and then waiting 1 second. This example is super simple. And because there's already this library, they've done a lot of the work, and we're just like leveraging the functions that they've already written. So let's plug our stepper motor in, and then we'll see how it works. So this is the script uploaded, rotating 500 steps, pausing for a second, rotating 500 steps in the other direction, and it'll just continuously do this in a loop forever.